Well, Rovers, we are moments away from leaving. The boat is all ready to go in ship shape. I'm waiting for some folks to come down to bid me farewell, and they'll be here probably in 45 minutes. But I've already done the engine run up, so it's been warmed up. Sail cover's been taken off. I've got Trapper right here. He's an excellent sea dog. He's here to see me off. He beat the crowd. He was worried about a riot. So yeah, we'll be underway shortly. The Wave Rover 650, a design based on my solo ocean crossings. She's small, light, and yet easy to build, but strong enough to cross any ocean. My name's Alan Mulholland, and this is the Wave Rover story. Well, it was great to have Harold and members of the Greenhaven Sailing Club drop by to see me off. Okay, so I'll give it sort of a medium throttle, yeah, and then you guys can walk it back and give that bow a big push, okay?
I'll put your line over the top there.
Oh, it's nice. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you. See you guys. Thank you very much. Well, I'm just leaving Stonington Harbor, and what a great stay it's been. It's been almost 2 weeks that I've spent time here, and that's really says a lot, because Harold, the Rover hero who did the canvas work for me, has just been the most phenomenal host and introduced me to so many people. I want to thank the Stonington Yacht Club and also the Stonington Dinghy Sailing Association. They've both been phenomenal, and everybody's been so friendly. I can't say enough about Stonington. It's just been marvelous for me. Anyway, now I'm exiting the harbor, and if you take a look, I only have I have most of the sail up, and that's because we're doing about 4.5 knots. The wind is about 10 knots, but it's gusting 15. And so to avoid hand steering the whole way, I've just put that reef in so that we can self-steer. Doing 4 knots or 4.5 knots in a boat that's only 21 feet is really good. There's the Mark III doing the Mark III doing the real work. Well, we've got Fisher's Island all along here, and that's part of what makes Stonington such a great place to sail. And then over here on the starboard side, this is the coast of Connecticut. And then just up ahead, this is North Dumpling Island. North Dumpling Island, and we want to keep that on the starboard side. And just over, I'm gonna have to maneuver Wave Rover here. So just over right here is South Dumpling Island, and what you want to do is you want to navigate right dead center and get through the center, and that'll put us in Long Island Sound proper. Now, because this is going to be an overnight passage, I have to stay hydrated, I have to stay warm, because it gets pretty chilly at night. Right now we're probably 14 degrees, but with the breeze it actually seems quite a bit cooler, and it'll stay like that all day, and then it'll drop down to about 8 degrees tonight. So of course you always have some dew with that, so I've got to make sure I stay warm and dry because it's an overnight sail. We're doing approximately 100 nautical miles between Stonington and Manhasset Bay. So that will be probably at least 24 hours for me, depending on the wind and the currents. Could be more like 30 hours, but either way I should get there in the daylight given these conditions. But like I said, key to this solo sailing, because there's no one else around, is to stay warm and dry. South Dumpling, and over here on our starboard side we have North Dumpling. Look at that, what a place to stay. Looks very nice. Self-powered. He has a wind turbine and a bunch of solar panels. Self-sufficient. Now we're in the bay proper, or not the bay, but now we're in Long Island Sound proper. We still have some dangers up in the port side, but we're largely in the Sound. Well, Rovers, what's happening right now is we have a contrary current of about 3 knots, and it's where the sound is really narrow. So that's Long Island Sound. So what I'm doing is I'm motor sailing. Now, I'm no expert in motor sailing because I use my motor very, very little, but it's amazing how with the Mark III and with the little bit of wind that we have dead ahead, we're holding a pretty steady course, so I don't have to be on the tiller. So with that -3, well, you know, with 3 knots against us in the current, we're currently making pretty much 0 because we were only making about 3 knots under sail before the current moved against us. So, and that's the reason we're motoring. So with the motor at approximately half throttle, we're making about 3 knots. Now I'm going to take you up on deck and you can sort of see this for yourself. So you can see that the sail is still drawing. You see a little bit of curve there, and that's propelling us forward. But also, if you notice when I put the camera up on the bow, looking out that direction, you can pick a landmark or a cloud. You can see we're holding a very, very steady course. Anyway, I'm as you saw with the dark clouds, I've got to get the rest of my heavy weather gear on because I think we're in for a bit of rain. Time to crack on. Hey Rovers, if you found these videos inspirational, educational, or just plain old entertaining, please consider becoming a patron. There's a link in the video description and it doesn't cost you a penny to check it out. Well, Rovers, the sun is setting on what has been just a great day of sailing. We currently have about 1 knot of current against us, but as you can see behind me here, we have our full sail up and the seas have they flattened out quite a bit, and as a result we're making about 3 knots over the ground. So if we would be making 4 knots, and once the current turns, which will be in about an hour and a half, we will get that boost. Anyway, just like I said, a terrific day of sailing. Happy to be out on the water again, although I will say I enjoyed every minute of my stay in Stonington. The folks were just fantastic. Greenhaven Yacht Club was marvelous, the way they came out and escorted me out. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and forge your own adventure.